Hi everybody, today let's look at how do we use some basic law of definite integral to help us to get the answer for some integration problem. Now let's look at this question. Given that the integral for this one is equal to 6, the integral for this is equal to 3. Evaluate each of the following. Here we don't have the function, we actually cannot integrate ourselves. What do we need to do is use the two given information by the questions to help us to get the answer. So you will notice that this and this almost the same. What's the difference is this is 2 to 5, this is 5 to 2. So what I need to do here, I swap their places, upper limit and lower limit. Become 2 to 5. But when I do so, I need to add a negative in front of it. It's the same concept as this one. 10 minus 6 versus 6 minus 10. This will give us 4. This will give us negative 4. Okay, so now I'm using this properties, this law. Okay, negative, I just copy. What is the answer for this part? Given by the question, which is equal to 6. The final answer is negative 6. Now let's move on to part B. 2, 5, 4, f of x. Okay, now you notice that we have a constant in front of this function. When you have a constant in front of a function, we can actually bring out the constant. So here I'm going to bring out the 4 here. Become 4 times this integral. Copy the 4. So what is the answer for this part? 6. For 6, you will get 24. Okay, now let's go to part C. This time the lower limit is 2, the upper limit is 6. We don't have 2 to 6, we only have 2 to 5 and 5 to 6. It's okay, we can actually combine these two together to get 2 to 6. So you look at this properties. When I want to find the integral for this one, the lower limit is a, the upper limit is c. I can break it become two parts, a to b plus b to c. So now I'm using these properties, this law, to help us to get the answer for this one. Break this one, become two parts, 2 to 5 plus 5 to 6. Okay, so this is 6. How about this? 3. The final answer is 9. For part D, I'm going to use this law. So I break this one, become two parts first. Plus okay, the plus sign is just copy from here. If this is negative, we write negative. Since this is positive, I write positive over here. Now I have a constant, I can bring out the constant. Okay, so this one, we can integrate ourselves. Okay, so for this part, 3, you just copy. What is the answer for this one? 6. So this one is just normal integration. We just substitute the upper limit inside first. 4 times 5, then minus 4 times 2. Okay, so this will give you 18, 28. Okay, so the final answer is 30. Okay, now let's try part D. So almost the same thing. I am going to break this one become two parts first. Minus, since this is minus, I write minus over here. Okay, so here we have the function. We can integrate ourselves. It becomes 5x. So here is power 1. 1 plus 1 will give you 2. Whatever you write here, write the same thing for the denominator. This I bring the 6 go up. Copy the rest. Okay. First, substitute the upper limit inside this function first. 5 times 5 square. Put the 5 inside here. Over 2 minus. Then substitute the lower limit inside the functions. 5 times 2 square over 2 minus 6 times this is equal to 6. Okay, so here you can use your calculator to help you to calculate. Okay, let me check again. Okay, this one should be 10. Let me check again. This is 4. 4 divided by 2, you get 2. 5 times 2. Okay, should be 10. Let me calculate again. 125 over 2 minus 10 minus 36. The answer is 16.5. Or you can write 16 and 1 over 2. Now, okay, let's proceed to part D. Part F. Okay, the question here is quite long. If you worry that you will make mistake, you can actually solve this part first, then solve this part. Then only you combine them together. Okay, here I'm going to break it become two parts. 2 over 3 f of x dx. Okay, from here I break it become two parts. This one is just copy minus, and you have a constant, you can bring the constant out. Okay, so here I bring out the constant first. 2 over 3 2 to 5 f of x dx minus. So here we can integrate ourselves. Become 3x, 2 plus 1, you will get 3 over 3. Minus 3. Okay, so this is 5 to 2. I change it become 2 to 5. When I change it become 2 to 5, you have to add you have to change the sign, add a negative here, right? So negative, this will become positive. Okay, let me continue it here. 2 over 3. This will give us 6. Minus. Okay, so 5 cubed. So remember to put a parenthesis. 5 cubed minus 2 cubed plus 3. Okay, integrate this part will give you 6. Okay, now let's use our calculator to get the answer for this part. You should be able to get negative 95. Okay, now this is quite long as well. If you want to do it separately, you can do it this part first, then solve for this part, then only you combine them together. Okay, so there's 2, I can bring it out. Here, I'm going to break it become 2 parts. Okay, here actually you should put a parenthesis, but since this is a positive sign, then you don't have to put a parenthesis, okay? It won't affect the answer. Okay, so this is 2. How about this answer? How about the answer for this one? 2 to 5 is 6. Now this is 5 to 2. We can just write negative 6. Here, this is equal to 6. How about this? This we can do the integration ourselves. 6, when we integrate it, it becomes 6x. Okay, now calculate for this part. 6 times 5 minus 6 times 2. So same thing here, because this is a positive sign. If you don't want to put a parenthesis here, it's okay. The answer is 24. Okay, that's all for this video. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.